4, 3,
2, 1.
Put everything down and crank your speakers up.
It's time for
The Realest Podcast.
Oh yeah!
We got us a new world champion!
And what is going on, guys? You're listening to the Realest Podcast, and welcome to June 13, 2017 Smackdown Live Review. Run by Andrew, as always. Got ourselves a pretty decent go-home show.
Which isn't surprising, it's Smackdown.
So, it's going to be exciting. This Sunday, Money in the Bank is probably one of my favorite pay-per-views outside of the major pay-per-views. Probably is my favorite outside of the 4 major pay-per-views. I think it's probably the pay-per-view that means the most. So, obviously, we have a good bit to talk about with SmackDown in general. What were your initial thoughts off of tonight?
No, I think it's set a good pacing for Money in the Bank. I'm definitely excited for Money in the Bank. There's a few matches that I'm in particular interested to see and how they're going to play out. But with Money in the Bank, it's always so unpredictable because like after somebody wins Money in the Bank, you always have that follow-up to where it's like, okay, well, at any given point of any given time, somebody can cash in, even that same night. You know, so it's like you have 2 Money Bank winners, one for the women's division, one for the men's division, and it's like anything could happen. And now we have twice as much, unpredictability going around, which I think is nice. I think that having both of those Money in the Banks in play for SmackDown will actually really breathe some fresh air into the division.
Yeah. SmackDown starts off with the New Day coming out. Obviously, WrestleMania being in New Orleans, they had themselves a little special entrance. You had a promo cut by the Usos basically saying, you're not walking out Sunday as champions. Does the New Day win the tag team championship? I mean, who knows? I think it's obvious who the number 1 tag team will be in the tag team division for SmackDown. But here's a question. Where is American Alpha?
Yeah, they haven't been on the air. Like, here's another question. What about Ty Dillinger? I haven't really seen too much of him lately.
There really isn't anything for him, which sucks, but, in reality, there isn't. U.S. title is held by Kevin Owens, and, you can't say go after Kevin Owens when he's in the Money in the Bank match,
Right.
So, it's a hard time, It was as expected. What happened to him in NXT, and it's happening to him now. Obviously, the guy will forever should be over. But, I think the future will be good for him. I do think that. What do you think?
Yeah. I hope. I'm a huge Ty Dillinger fan. If people haven't noticed already, I just hope that he doesn't get stuck in the rut that Sami Zayn's in, because I see guys like Sami Zayn and I'm like, please don't be Sami Zayn. Please don't be Sami Zayn. And odds are he's going to be Sami Zayn because like the Sami Zayns and the Dolph Zigglers, there's only one need for them. They get their opportunities here and there, but then they really don't push them because of the other much larger stars that are surrounding them.
Yeah. Zack Ryder reunites with Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, that was an interesting. Promo there, where he kind of had him kind of come in nonchalantly. I didn't expect him to be back so soon. From what I understand, his injury was pretty severe. So to see him back so quickly is really nice, and I'm hoping that they kind of put them back in the tag team division, kind of take them back where they left off.
Yeah, it honestly it honestly sucks because it seems like every time Ryder gains momentum, he gets a huge step back, and I think him, the injury really set him back. Mojo obviously having opportunities, given to him left and right. Not given to him, but he's been getting opportunities left and right, leaving, Zack Ryder just in the dust. So it'd be good to have them in the tag team division. Again, I think SmackDown's tag team division is the weakest as of right now, and having them there could be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Naomi defeating Tamina. The whole point of that in reality was for Lana to basically say, show off her finisher, and basically, it's just crazy that she's getting a title opportunity after Lana hasn't been on TV in weeks, and now she gets a title opportunity.
It's the land of opportunity, but I like what they're doing with her, like with Lana, and I've heard rumors where Vince has been really hot on her and wanting her to um, get more involved in the wrestling aspect. So we kind of caught a glimpse of her at WrestleMania, and now we're seeing like a much more ready to go Lana, which is interesting to see because all she's ever really done, for the most part, is just play the behind the scenes role.
Yeah, the manager role, yeah.
So it's nice to see another woman in the division. I'm kind of curious where they're going to go with it. Um, I honestly think that I don't. Here's the way I look at it. You got two Money in the Bank briefcase. Odds are one of them is going to be used fairly early. I mean, I could see whoever wins the Money in the Bank contract for the women using it immediately. So regardless of who wins this match, I have a feeling that whatever woman comes away with it is going to use the contract on whoever wins against Naomi and Lana
Mm-hmm.
and take that title from them.
Michael Andrews in chat says, the Seth Rollins era in 2015 made me hate six-man tag matches. After watching it every week, it pisses me off seeing it to this day. I can't stand them.
Well, I mean, like 6-man tag team matches, the only reason why they exist is because they have no idea what they're going to do with them. And it's like, all right, well, they're all in a match together anyway. So let's just throw them all in a tag team match for 3 weeks and build towards this pay-per-view. And that's all we're going to do. Or they'll have them do one-on-one matches for the entire month and then have their big old extravagant match.
Yeah. It's ridiculous at times. I think Randy Orton's promos are so dumb. And Jinder Mahal comes out there basically saying that he's going to remain champion. And then, of course, Orton from out of nowhere hits him with an RKO. I think the memes of the RKO and out of nowhere stuff really ruined Randy Orton's finish. Because now it's just like he'll hit it from out of nowhere. And you're just like,
I don't know. As a fan of Randy Orton, as somebody who's been a fan of Randy Orton since the start, yeah, the memes have kind of made him lost stock. But I mean, I still enjoy seeing him go out and wrestle. Just here's the thing: Randy Orton is not an excellent face. He's not. He's more suited for the heel role. That's what he was. That's where he got his claim to fame, from being a heel. I mean, when I look back on Randy Orton's career, my favorite Randy Orton is the Legend Killer. Before this whole Viper nonsense where they switched the characters and switched the music, I liked the Legend Killer Randy Orton. And it just seems like they're developing him into a much more, I don't know, like trick and pony type character, to where all we're seeing is Randy Orton come in, hit an RKO, and then run. Where before we had a methodical Randy Orton who wouldn't just hit the RKO, he'd kick you down a flight of stairs or spit in your face, So for me, it's just to see Randy Orton to this extent where he's not being used as much as he really should um, at his level. It hurts as a fan. It really does. And what he did tonight wasn't really entertaining. It's like, okay, the Singh brothers go out to go meet Randy Orton. Obviously, he's hiding under the ring or in the crowd, and he comes and hits the RKO, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just stares at the Singh brothers, who look like morons, like J&J Security, and then he just runs off into the crowd.
Yeah, throws his arms up.
Yeah,
Gotta love it.
it's just
Gotta love it.
they're just trying to postpone everything right now to the point where they are just getting it through Money in the Bank to where they can end the feud and do something else.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious whether or not they're going to keep it on Jinder
I think they will.
or if they're going to take it away.
I honestly think they will. I don't see
I
a
mean,
reason why they wouldn't.
I'm a fan of Jinder. This Jinder right now, I'm a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the Singh brothers being with him, but I get it, and I'm okay with it.
I wouldn't.
I'm not trashing it because of it.
Mhm.
But I mean, I wish that they kind of did it with him on his own. Because he can back it up. The guy can wrestle and the guy can cut a promo. I have no issue with his promo. And I absolutely love when he sits there and talks to his people in his own language. I'm like, oh, that's natural heat right there. People are going to be pissed because they don't understand what he's saying. You know, it's kind of like that thing where if you're in a conversation with somebody who's speaking a different language and they're just firing off things and you don't understand him, you're like, man, I bet you they're talking crap about me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that natural heat is absolutely amazing, and I enjoy it.
Mike Andrews says, if I won the men's Money in the Bank, I would cash in on the women's title. Then I would give it back if promised a main event of Mania match. After Mania, the women can get the title back, but only in a ladder match. Well, that won't happen, Michael, because Roman Reigns is the main event.
Yeah.
Get it right. You want the co-main event.
No matter what, Roman Reigns will main event.
Can't do it. But there's not going to be a women's champion. Can't do it. Roman's got to be the main.
This just in, Roman Reigns has just won the Smackdown Women's Championship.
Roman Reigns is the champion.
Oh my God.
Charlotte Flair defeated Natalya. Really don't think anything of it. Good wrestling match. Obviously, they're just trying to get all the women that are in the ladder match or the Money in the Bank match to basically flash out. Kind of what they did with the men today. And then obviously the main event being a 6-man tag team match between between all the competitors in the Money in the Bank for the men's Money in the Bank match. I gotta love tag team matches.
Yeah, and that's the only problem with like go home shows like that, and then them trying to set things up.
Yeah, he cut his mic.
Yeah, I cut my mic. Yeah, they don't listen at all. Like, hey, I got a show in 10 minutes, and then they continue to talk, even though you wave them off. That's my biggest pet peeve. But like I was saying, all they're doing is just trying to prolong everything and extend the feuds.
The best is I'll be like, all right, I'm doing my show, and then I'll hear, what? I'm doing my show.
Yeah,
what?
They just keep. Oh man, see that's the problem with live shows, though. You gotta expect the unexpected.
There's been a lot. There's times when I think you and I've done a show where we're literally over here just, how much are these tickets?
Yeah.
But this is something that I know Andrew knows that nobody knows. So recently, WWE came to Beaumont for a WWE live event or house show. Oh, well, Alexa Bliss decided to post, something about WWE Beaumont. I put in the comment section, this is my turf. You're in my yard now. I don't know, I thought it was funny. But
Yeah, I commented on it. LOL.
Sunday
It was funny too because I just brought it up on Facebook, Instagram, and I saw it like highlight because like Alexa Bliss is like one of my people that I follow, and then all of a sudden it's just right there, your comment. I was like, oh crap, that's cool.
Yeah. I wish that she, like, obviously she's not going to respond because there's just a bunch of creeps on there, but I wish she could have responded. That would have been funny. Cause
Oh,
like,
if it was somebody like Kevin Owens, he would have. Kevin Owens is so vocal on like Twitter and other social media platforms.
yeah, but Kevin Owens does it because people will heckle him. He'd be like, "You're not the face of America," and you'd be like, "But I'm the United States champion. This, and this. Learn how to spell." And you're just like, man, I'm never tweeting at Kevin Owens because I know that even if I say something positive, I'll just get raped or destroyed. Not raped. Sorry.
You get roasted.
Yeah. The inner
Oh
like
man.
15-year-old in me just came out. Dude, you got raped. Because that was such a cool thing at that time.
Yeah. So Sunday, Money in the Bank.
What?
We got our pre-show. We got our post-show. Everything's gonna go off without a hitch.
Yeah, yeah. The only reason it's funny, past two pay-per-views we haven't had a single prediction show. I think the one, I know the last one it was on my birthday, or I was going out for my birthday dinner. And the one before that, I don't remember what happened, but I think I was at home, which is why we weren't able to do it.
But yeah, I just want to make sure that we're stating for the record that yes, we are actually going to be here for the show. I mean, I'm going to be off at Reiner University teaching for New Jersey Boys State, but I'm definitely going to make sure I kind of maneuver my schedule around to
Oh
you know
yeah, I
make sure
totally
that
forgot
everything's there.
about it. Hang on, let me see if I
Yeah.
still have that message that you sent me from the guys last year. Remember what they did?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
know, I
actually
know, I know you
I,
were
I
going
know
to
I
send
have it
me.
on mine.
Let me see if I still have the. If
Well,
I
yeah, I
still
mean
have it.
it's a really cool experience because you get all the high school juniors and juniors together, teach them all about the political process and everything, and the kids really get behind you, and it's funny too because I'm normally very open with the students there. I tell them what I do, and they absolutely love the idea that we did the podcast. And I remember during graduation, I told them, I said, "Hey, listen." Um, I'm going to be doing my podcast is coming up on this day. Do you guys want to do something? And they're like, yeah, we got you here. Just record. And they just went off, and it was a very fun experience, and they had fun, we had fun, and it's interesting too because a lot of them did tune into the show, and they're like, holy crap, that is him.
No way.
It's like he does have a life outside of this place.
Yeah. Man, I still think that Baron Corbin's the one that walks out.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the direction they take. I mean, like they're making it look like somebody like AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win it, and I have a feeling that something's going to happen that is going to open up a feud for either Shinsuke or AJ, to where it looks like I think it's going to be more towards Shinsuke, where Shinsuke is about to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and somebody comes out and screws him over hardcore.
Could be Kevin Owens because I think they might try to give him a mid card title.
Which it's okay with me. I'm cool with them doing something like that. In all honesty.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either. In all honesty, I wouldn't. Vic Joseph replacing Tom Phillips on the 205 Live commentary team. So I wonder if Vic Joseph will take over for the NXT team.
I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've watched a single episode of 205
I
Live.
watched the very first one. That's it.
Same here. I keep telling myself I'm gonna go back and just marathon them all. I just haven't gotten around to it. With all the wrestling that I could be watching, 205 Live is just not
Did you
on my
watch
priority list.
Omega Okada?
I actually was just starting that before Smackdown, so I still got to finish it.
Mm. Mm. Goodness gracious, man.
But I mean, I'm seeing things blow up all over social media about it. I mean, things are getting posted on Facebook and everything like that, and it just makes me want to watch it, like right now.
I know that the Young Bucks had their. I'm going for Dolph. For Dolph because it is unpredictable. It will resurrect his career. Being Mr. Money in the Bank was the highlight of his career. Him cashing it in is the only highlight of his career, and it was only because it was the night after Monday Night Raw,
Well,
and it was in New Jersey.
see, here's the thing. I would agree with you if I wasn't already a Dolph Ziggler fan and known what they've done to him. Like, yeah, the Money in the Bank was what made his career, but look at what they did to him afterwards. He just became a mid-carder who, just put everybody else over. And, he would win those big matches here and there, but then every time they looked like they were doing a push with Ziggler, it would just crumble and fall up from under him. Like when he won that Survivor Series match and put the Authority out of power. I mean, even though it was with the help of Sting, that was the perfect opportunity to give him his own run, even if it was a short one. I mean, you think about it,
Was
and
kind of resurrected at the what was it, Backlash or No Way Out pay-per-view.
yeah, and then of course the same thing happened. It's just, it looked like they were going to give him a push, and then it just got pulled out from under him. And for guys like me who have been fans of the business for a long time and actually respect the characters like Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, guys like Ty Dillinger, guys like them who really deserve to be in that spotlight, it's just frustrating because you see guys like Jinder Mahal who, and like I said, I'm not talking crap on Jinder Mahal. I mean, I love his work. I love what he's doing now. I'm totally a Jinder Mahal fan compared to what I was when he was with 3MB. I mean, before I didn't even think of him as a legitimate wrestler until recently. But like, I hate to see that the guys who were considered to be a joke in the company are now getting the opportunities to be like WWE champion and getting a legitimate run, where guys like Ty Dillinger or Dolph Ziggler or Sami Zayn, they really haven't had that opportunity. I mean, even when Dolph Ziggler was champion, he was champion for like a month,
Not even.
and then he lost it. And and it was some bullcrap thing because he got like a concussion, and they're like, "All right, yeah, we're gonna take it off him, give it back to Alberto."
Yeah.
So I mean, like that just frustrates me. The guys like Jinder Mahal are getting that legitimate run, but the guys who deserve it don't really get that chance.
Yeah. But I don't think it'd really do anything for him. I think, Money in the Bank is supposed to give somebody an opportunity, especially for somebody that is up and coming. I think the best bet would either be Baron Corbin. I think Shinsuke should win it since he's in the match, which I think is ridiculous that he's even in the match. Or Kevin Owens. Even though he's a U.S. champion, why not give it to him? Have somebody beat him for the championship and then him have it. He would be a good Money in the Bank holder. But other than that,
I want to say, didn't
maybe
Edge hold a Intercontinental Championship when he won Money in the Bank? Or no, he didn't. He didn't.
No.
Maybe the second
He's only
time he
won
did.
one, right?
He's won two.
Well, the second one he got was because Kennedy had an injury. But he's only
Right, but he took it from Kennedy.
All right, so yeah, he's only had one.
CM Punk has won two in a row though. Or no, was it CM Punk or was it
He's won two.
RVD?
No, Punk's won two.
I want to say it was RVD who won back-to-back ones. I can't remember. I think it was either Punk or RVD. One of the two won back-to-back. I know they both won two.
I know CM
But
Punk's won two.
I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of for the Intercontinental Champion to win Money in the Bank. But, if that does happen, they're going to lose a title before their match. I mean, look, they used to do that with John Cena. When John Cena first got his main break, he was the United States champion. And then he lost the title the month before he won it.
Michael says it was Punk.
Yeah, it was either Punk or RVD. I knew it was one of the two.
Yeah, so. We'll have to see.
But I mean, was there anything else that really happened tonight that was really special and it needs to be accounted for?
Not really. Not really at all. I'm trying to think. I mean, I getting to a point where I think we should let you go. That way you can watch the rest of that amazing pay-per-view that Kev can't watch because Kev doesn't have the ability to watch it. So haha.
Oh
You
man.
suck, Kev. I can watch it again if I wanted to.
Oh
See,
man. Yeah, you should be nice. Like
John
Kev, watch
versus
it.
Roman's not gonna happen. I just read an article on it that it's gonna have nothing to do with John Cena. If it does, it's no big deal. Obviously, Roman would go over, but I don't see that happening. And then John Cena's losing streak would continue. I think he's on a losing streak from 2011 or 12.
I think it's interesting that you mentioned something like that because I read an article that it really questioned why the company is failing right now, and a lot of it lays blame on guys like John Cena and Roman Reigns. The fact that they're pushing somebody like Roman Reigns that who doesn't need to be pushed, where people don't want to be pushed, and guys like John Cena who, or The Rock or whatever, who are basically like part timers now. Guys who are so in demand that they show up for like a month and then lose the title and go off and do something else for another 6 months, and you don't hear from them again.
Yeah.
The hardcore fans aren't really able to get behind people like them anymore.
Kev sent me a sad face. That sucks. Still sucks, man. I can still watch it if I want to. You can't. But I think we should end this here. That way you can go watch that amazing pay-per-view. And the not only 6-star match, but the 7-star match that it was. Better than the Wrestle Kingdom match. So with that being said, again, we will be live with our prediction show at for Money in the Bank Sunday. Let's say 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock Eastern, and then, sorry, I got sidetracked. And then immediately following Money in the Bank, we'll be live with our thoughts, basically a post-show. So, until then,